Opinions, viewpoints, and beliefs presented on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the management, the affiliates and broadcast partners, or the sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
And hello everyone, and welcome to Scarefest Radio. The original broadcast date is May 31st, 2019. Tonight we are talking about the Inner Light Festival because Mama Ruby's puts it on. They're a sponsor of the show, and it's this weekend. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on up there, even though I couldn't be there tonight to join the launch festivities. But also, I've got a few little horror news items that I'm just going to throw out there and see what sticks. And no buzz at all. It's just going to be you and me. It's like 3 people watching the show. I have 2, count them 2, celebrity announcements tonight. We do have celebrity announcements tonight. So we're going to drop those at the 15-minute mark and the 30-minute mark, and we're just going to see what happens. One thing that's been in the news this week that I did want to bring up, everybody's talking about the Alexa listening in on your conversations, and now Amazon is coming out and saying they're coming out with a new one that you can tell to delete your conversations. But in the meantime, another company has come out with the Alex, and hoping not to get sued for patent infringement, but it is a same thing as Alexa, but with a male voice. And the reason they went with a male is because Alex won't listen to a damn thing you say. So, we're going to get on with it here. I'm going to, another thing, I do have they've given me permission to give away 3 passes tonight. I don't even know how I'm going to give them away. I got no idea. Because, they're just, the infrastructure is not in place to do it. But first thing I want to remind everybody about the Inner Light Festival. One thing that is going on, if you're a fan of the Tennessee Wraith Chasers, you will want. They actually had a last minute event tonight that you missed because you're here with me. But they do still have tickets available for the tomorrow night's Ghost Hunt. It is in Louisville, of course, an undisclosed location. That's basically because if they put it on the website, then it's a public place going in, and they don't want to deal with the crowd. So anyway, but it is apparently a hot spot that I can't even give you the teasers on it. I actually did a little research on it, but that is coming up. Chad Warren of Ghost Hunt Weekends, of course, is sponsoring this. Travel Channel's Brannon and Mike of the Tennessee Wraith Chasers are there with an intimate, limited ghost investigation. Very limited availability, $60 a ticket. Tomorrow night, you can go tomorrow and get your tickets, or you can buy them online, innerlightfestival.com. Another thing I know going on is Ghost Hunt Weekends is also, during the convention this weekend, doing some type of drawing or for a future ghost hunt with the Tennessee Award. I don't know if it's a specific one or you get to pick. I don't know. I wasn't given that information. They just told me that they were drawing for a future Ghost Hunt Weekends ghost hunt. So that's another reason to go to the Inner Light Festival. Now, one thing that's going on in the paranormal world tonight that I wanted to, and this has been in the news. This has been in the actual news. Now, we have sat here and we've talked about UFOs. We've had ufologists on this show. I've had a bunch of ufologists on my previous shows. Paranormal Filler, I had one. I believe I had one on well, actually, we talked UFOs one night on a gone off topic. It's been a common topic with me. And the excuse that the non-believers always used, well, nobody ever... The government finally admitted and has started releasing videos of all these reports they're getting from Navy and Air Force pilots, let alone all the ones from all the years with the airline pilots. But so there is they're admitting, they don't know now. Like some guy was on TV today. He said, I don't know if it's the enemy. He's, in other words, Russia or whoever. They will not come out and say, we know this is aliens. But as they say on the History Channel, it's aliens. But so tonight, at 10 p.m. Eastern, right after the show, so you don't have to miss the show to do this. But the History Channel is coming out with unidentified inside America's UFO investigation. So some new stuff that hasn't been in the public domain. They're looking at the recent phenomenon of the government coming forward a little bit. So I did want to throw that out there, that if you're interested in UFOs, I mean, it's out there, people. It is definitely out there. Now back to the Inner Light Festival. Now I do know one of the I have to tease this a little bit. A place that's been in the news, and I don't want to talk about the place too much just because it's been in the news recently. It's actually still just a little bit sensitive but the so-called Goat Man and the Pope Lick Monster. That is one of the places that Ghost Hunt Weekends is making arrangements. I don't know which ghost hunt it'll be. I think I know, but that is one of the places that's coming up. So there's actually, in other words, you wouldn't have to drive all the way to Tennessee. They're scheduling a big one up in Louisville. And while I'm on the topic, the Pope Lick Monster. Now, if you don't know, this is a legend, and apparently goat men are like almost as common as Bigfoot. But I did want to let's see. I found some information on it. One of them is a Facebook link. Let's see if I actually... No, I didn't keep it up. It's this gnarly body of a man, head of a goat, short horns, apparently speaks... One of the descriptions was beautiful. It told you what color he was. And that one kind of caught me off guard. But let's see if I can find... I found it very interesting, and now I've lost the link to it. Wait, I think this is it. Yes! So in the process, this one website did this whole big thing on and it's copycateffect.blogspot.com. Well, they talk about some of the... Part of the legend is that the Goat Man lures you off of this train trestle, the Pope Lick train trestle, or whatever it's called. And that's why it's still a sensitive issue. And I'm not really 100%, I don't know, although the people that they listed on the website actually, I think, admitted that, they were going there to hunt for this guy, this creature. But at the end of the article, they posted this map, and it's called the Big Lick Triangle. And what it is, they took the area of Pope Lick, French Lick, which has like Thunderbird sightings and some Bigfoot sightings, Big Bone Lick State Park, which has Bigfoot sightings and ghost, poltergeist, or haunting reports, and they drew a triangle. So now they get to call it the Big Lick Triangle. So I got to thinking about it. You can pick any 3 spots in the country, and draw and if you draw lines between them, you have a triangle, and you can name it, because there's I started with the Bermuda Triangle, and then there's one up in New York. There's triangles everywhere. So and of course, if you want to go a little further, I live in the Licking Valley hexagon. That's the word I'm going for. So anyway, I thought that capitalizing on that by giving it a triangle name just because there's some sightings in between 3 different places was weird. But anyway, so if you're interested in the Pope Lick Monster, he even has a Facebook page. You can actually Facebook search him, and someone has set up a Pope Lick Monster Facebook page, and it's told in first creature. Not because it wouldn't be first person, of course. Literally, it's first person, but it is first creature. And but they have hooked up with some people that have an event in that area, and they are going to be investigating that in the near future. So that is something to look forward to. Let's go ahead and load our first commercial break. We're going to go ahead and when we come back, we're going to go ahead and give you the first big celebrity announcement. Everybody stay tuned for more Scarefest Radio. Have you checked out the Mama Ruby's family of metaphysical and spiritual shows? The Mystical Fair in Lexington, Kentucky, Lexington's only monthly psychic and holistic healing arts fair. The Inner Light Festivals in Louisville in June and Lexington in November. And watch for Mama Ruby's Expo coming in 2020. Plus, Mama Ruby's Meta Lecture Series, featuring interesting guests speaking on fascinating subjects. Start your journey now at mamarubies.com for more information. And welcome back, everybody, to Scarefest Radio. As promised before the commercial break, our first celebrity announcement of the evening coming to Scarefest 12, Scarefest 2019, Scarefest XII. Mr. Skeet Ulrich. Skeet Ulrich, of course, you know him from Scream. He's been to Scarefest before. He was a absolute hit from what I could see. But he is coming back. He's Scream. And of course, the big thing now is he's in the Riverdale series, which is apparently its own phenomenon, all unto itself, as they say. But he is on Riverdale. He's done 50 episodes of Riverdale. And of course, The Craft, which a lot of our witch fans, The Craft is very popular with the fans of Scarefest. And here is my ignorance. I've remembered him from Scream. I've seen him at Scarefest. The man did Jericho, starred in the freaking series. I watched season 1. Season 2, I don't think I ever got to see. But that was during the writer's strike. It's a big thing. But anyway, Jericho. I forgot. I did not even remember him. That being him. I didn't recognize him. That is what a sad, sad person I am. But anyway, Skeet Ulrich is coming to Scarefest. We didn't have any neat graphics tonight because the agent let us know an hour before the show. But we did want to go ahead and get that announcement out there. I don't know if they get to put anything on Facebook or not because we were actually waiting on the approved graphics to come in. But he will be at Scarefest, so there is your first celebrity announcement of the evening. Now back to the Inner Light Festival. One of the things that goes on this weekend, of course, you've got. We're going to talk about a bunch of the vendors, but I do want to remind everybody that the Inner Light Festival, and you can go to innerlightfestival.com. This is a holistic and metaphysical convention up in Louisville. Starts tomorrow, runs through Sunday. They have seminars, and here's just some of the topics that they'll be going over. having a conversation with your spirit guides. That is an interactive audience experience from Joanna. Echoes and Entities, Steve Smith of Spirit Mechanics sponsored the show. He's going to explain the difference between residual hauntings and intelligent apparitions. Also tomorrow, Love or Fear, Which Are You? You May Be Surprised. Joni Kahn, friend of the show, friend of mine. I love Joni, but she will be discussing emotions and manifestation. Also Saturday, CBD oil. How CBD oil can help you. Blue Leaf Naturals will be their sponsor of the show. I'm just rocking them up in this thing, ain't I? But they're going to explain the health advantages of CBD oil, and that'll be going on tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. The Many Wonders of Quartz Crystals by Jenny Abel. So if you're interested in quartz crystals, she'll help you identify the many wonders of quartz crystals. At 2 o'clock, we've got Psychic Development for Missing Persons and Homicides. Joni Skinner will be talking about beginning psychic development on working with families of the missing or cold case homicides. Basic guide to developing your skills to assist in searching and narrowing search areas. Now, that's the kind of seminar you're only going to have at an event like this, because that's inside baseball stuff. That's psychics exchanging notes. A Gathering of Spirit and All Messages event. Holly McCulloch offers this exciting gallery event at 3 o'clock. She'll deliver messages from loved ones and spirit guides to the audience. Now, once again, Tennessee Wraith Chasers. If you're a Tennessee Wraith Chasers fan, they're coming up at 4 with their panel discussion, so you want to be there for that. Sunday. And I hate this word. This is one of Mark James's words. The Ho'oponopono. That's as close as I'm getting, people. Mark James, from over Akashic Awareness, another sponsor of the show, as he discusses this simple but powerful Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. We actually did an entire show on that, and I never had to pronounce it once. The Ancestral Eye Reading, Amy Gillespie and Irogenics, as she explains how your ancestors have waited your entire life for this. Sound therapy, that's CYMA, sound therapy in the AMI 750 range. Carol Gailey is going to do an introduction into the AMI, that's Acoustic Meridian Intelligence. Provides 10 different programs to support physical and emotional health. 2 to 2:30, we're looking at Soul Level Truth of Your Pet. The Soul Level Truth of Your Pet. Wendy Carlin. And I think they've got the titles messed up because actually Wendy Carlin is explaining the Akashic Records. And I don't know that I guess that could have to do with your pet. That I'm not sure about, people. But When Kids See Dead People, Thomas Fries, as he shares the true stories of children's experiences with the metaphysical reality. And the Tarot, Sandy Stevenson will be talking at 11 about tarot. Sandy Hensley will be presenting Healing Yourself with the Emotion Code at noon. This is how to learn to let go of trapped emotions that can hold you back, cause disease, limit prosperity. Now here's the one I was digging for, everyone. Right at the end of the day. Actually, no, there's a couple more past me. But, MetaMen. I'm part of the MetaMen, everyone. I've been included with Jim McChesney and Mark James. Here's the blurb they wrote. Do we create our own reality? Join Metaphysicians, Mark James, Wes Forsythe, and Jim McChesney in this lively discussion. Audience participation, and you were able to ask questions. They told me we were going to do a metaphysical panel. I said fine, and you Scarefest people, I never turned down a chance to be in front of an audience. I had no idea that was going to be the topic. Because if I could create my own reality, this would be on NBC right now. No, this would not be on the internet. So, so I guess I'm the naysayer. I'm everybody else is going to blow smoke up your butt, and I'm like talking about rectal cancer from smoke inhalation. Anyway, that's kind of where that's going. It'll be fun. I guarantee we will make it. Me and Mark will make it fun. I guarantee you that. Picking your and caring for your stones. Alaska Kisslinger will be talking about how to pick your crystals, your gems, your stones. Holly McCullough will be talking about past lives. She's doing a gallery of past life readings. And so that's your seminar schedule. Now back to news items here. Let's Okay, now in the horror news. Now this one came up. Shudder, which I don't watch enough. I've got a Shudder subscription, and I just have not been watching it as much lately. Nothing's excited me. But they've released their trailer. A massive pig goes on a murderous rampage in their creature feature. It's called Boar. Now that in itself is not big news, but I got this from Bloody Disgusting, and they're who alerted it to me. And I love that the way they presented it in the article. If you've been hungry for another Killer Pig movie, I didn't know there was a first one. But Razorback, I vaguely remember that. Razorback, but they are doing a, apparently it's an Australian flick. It'll be on June 6th on Shudder. So I throw that out there to you. And there is a horror movie coming out on Shudder if you're into giant wild pigs. Now this one to me was a little more. Now this is kind of stuff I tease on. From horrornews.net, the first ever horror app with a dating component. That is right, horror fans. If your Tinder's not working out, if your what are some dating apps? I'm so old, I don't know. If you're just not having any luck on Facebook, who knows? There is a app coming out for horror fans, and yes, it has dating. FarmersOnly.com. FarmersOnly.com. Yes, that's the equivalent of this. Okay. But there is going to be an online option for horror fans to find love. And that's beyond the Scarefest fan group, apparently. But the Slasher app is launching, and horrornews.net got the exclusive on it. I wanted to share that with you. You can find out more by going to their website, horrornews.net. Horrornews.net. But it's about damn time. That's what I'm going to say about that. So I do want to thank horrornews.net for sharing that information with us. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the vendors. Now, I'm going to start out the vendor list, which for the Inner Light Festival by saying when they did the vendor list. Now, here is my life, everyone. Layla Cook, who anybody who's been around Scarefest very long knows, and she's does a lot of the Scarefest booking, a lot of the management, a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. She basically is also part of the Inner Light Festival, and I'm sure. I'm not sure, but I'm going to assume that she is who wrote the blurbs for their vendor section. Now, I am going to be at the Inner Light Festival this weekend. I will be there Saturday and Sunday. I'm leaving at daylight in the morning to be there. Representing the Scarefest. Scarefest Radio, the Scarefest. In their vendor list, they put West Forsyth. I'm not paying for a damn thing. Now, if they book me as a celebrity, then I understand. I get occasionally booked as a celebrity. But no, Scarefest made the arrangements. They get all the credit. But I'll be doing bad tarot readings, as it says on their website. I will be doing my really bad tarot readings. As a matter of fact, the first person that walks up to me tomorrow and said, I listened to Scarefest Radio, I want a free really bad tarot card reading. I will give you a free really bad tarot card reading, a $5 value. So you got that going on. But anyway, this is I'll be there with Scarefest swag. I've got a selection of the old T-shirts, the vintage T-shirts, as we say. I'll have that new stuff that they took to the Red Wagon Festival. I've got the leftovers of that. I have not even been through it. I know there's some infant and baby stuff. I don't know what all's left, but so there will be some, we'll call them collector's items, because we don't know, I don't know if they're going to reorder any of it or not. But I will be there selling Scarefest swag, handing out Scarefest cards, and to pay my liquor tab, really bad tarot card readings. And but then here's the cream on top of the milkshake. I don't know. Scarefest Radio, yes, and Body and Soul Radio. There is no show that I do called Body and Soul. It's called Body and Spirit. They sponsor it. I'm betting they type this up on their phone. That's the only explanation I can give you. But anyway, so I will be there, and stop by the booth and see me at the Scarefest booth. Everybody, we're going to take our next commercial break, then I'll come back with another celebrity announcement. Everyone is talking about CBD oil. Most of us know that CBD is a cannabis compound that has significant medical benefits, but does not make people high. Its benefits include pain relief, anti-seizure properties, anxiety relief, fights cancer, reduces the risk of diabetes, and it is even used as a sleep aid. Blue Leaf Naturals CBD and hemp products are full-spectrum hemp extract oils. They use only hemp grown in Kentucky, supporting Kentucky farmers and businesses and helping you and your family stay healthy and well. Blue Leaf Naturals, created with care from seed to shelf. Visit their website at blueleafnaturals.com. Blue Leaf Naturals, a Kentucky proud company. Do you feel lost in life? Do you seem to be stuck in emotions that are not yours? Is your home not the sanctuary it should be? Contact Spirit Mechanics, where they take a team approach to your metaphysical and spiritual problems. Spirit Mechanics specializes in aura cleansing, stone attunement, attachment removal, and house cleansings. Spirit Mechanics tailors their approach to your individual spiritual path and needs. Find them every month at Lexington, Kentucky's Mystical Fair, mysticalfairlex.com, or on Facebook by searching Spirit Mechanics, that's MECHANIX. Spirit Mechanics, for your spiritual health and well-being. And welcome back, everybody, to Scarefest Radio. I don't like the new transition I'm using. I was experimenting tonight with a new transition, and the last thing that it uncovers is my mouth, and I'm already talking, so I'm going to go back to the old transition. A little inside baseball stuff. Of course, we're talking Inner Light Festival tonight, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to give away a pass for the weekend to the Inner Light Festival. So if you'd like a free pass into the Inner Light Festival, I'm going to tell you in just a moment how to win one. If you want to go ahead and load, it'll be on the Scarefest business page that is on Facebook, The Scarefest. Not the group, not the fan group, not an event, The Scarefest. The little ampersand is saying at the Scarefest, but we are doing it on Facebook. And if you want to find it, go ahead and find where I'm going to do it. The banner for tonight's show that Scarefest posted, contest here, just a couple of minutes ago. That's where we're going to do it, on that banner. I can't think of any place better to do it. And that banner, now you have to watch. That banner's been posted like 3 times tonight. So make sure you see the one that has a comment on it from the Scarefest that says, contest here. Now, our next celebrity announcement. We had 2 tonight. This is the second one. Gerard McMahon, also known as G. Tom Mack. He is a singer and songwriter, basically the Lost Boys. He did a bunch of stuff for the Lost Boys, but he's done a lot of soundtrack work for movies that we know. The Fast Times at Ridgemont High comes to mind. Now I've got it pulled up here. I don't remember Defiance, but yeah, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. What was the other horror movie? He did. There was another one. Of course, he's done. Oh, what? What are you pointing at? You're pointing at things. I don't know. The Skulls 3. That was a video. No, it was gosh dang it. This is so weird. It was just here. It was on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, Kicking and Screaming. He did music for them. Born to Be Wild, Hard Bodies. But the Lost Boys. Of course, we're big Lost Boys fans at the Scarefest, and so G. Tom Mack will be coming to the Scarefest. That's our second celebrity announcement of the evening. Now, something I heard about it, and then I kind of forgot about it. But Dread Central's talking about that. Okay, we all know there's a Child's Play reboot movie coming out. But in addition to the movie, they actually are going to do a TV series. I don't even know what network or anything. I don't know if they're, I got no clues on that. But it is official that they're doing a Child's Play TV series, and Brad Dourif, who played, I'll say the villain or the voice of the villain, however you want to look at it, depending on which part of the movie you're watching. But he's part of the project. So the original Don Mancini, the original mastermind behind it, is doing the series, and he's got him signed up, and so that's coming, and it's supposed to be out next year. So they're supposed to have that in the can for next year. So that is coming out. That little bit of information I got from Dread Central, dreadcentral.com, if you want to look that up. Now, back to the Inner Light Festival. Just wanted to throw out there, now, I'm not going to spend my night now listing vendors. I'm just going to tell you there's some, this is not just a paranormal / metaphysical event. You can get your nails done. Nothing to it, nails with Chrissy. Bright new Color Street nail polish strips. So that means nothing to me, but apparently that's a thing. Beverly O'Daniel is an intuitive card. There'll be lots of readers there. I know they sold out on readers that particular, in words, how many booths they had allocated for that. So Beverly O'Daniel is an intuitive card reader that will be there. Jewelry from stones, beautiful wearable jewelry made from semi-precious stones. That was another. There'll be lots of that type of thing. Spirit Mechanics, of course, will be there. Revive Fur Saunas with Frida May. Feel the heat while you receive the health benefits of an infrared sauna. I did not even know that was a thing. So they've got that. They've got a chakra station. Foot detox. Frida May also will be doing foot detox, and I've had the I wish I was going regular, but I don't go in regular enough, but I've had that done. Kind of neat. The Shannon Castle is doing spiritual messenger readings. Covered 1, wax tarts, organic soaps, bath bombs, all kinds of stuff. And I'm not going, like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole list here. I just want to throw it out there that this is a big vendor event. So if you're beyond the seminars that we talked about, if you're just wanting to shop and see what all is available, this is a much more diverse concentration of metaphysical and holistic vendors than you're going to find at the monthly Mystical Fair in Lexington. Technically, even probably than the Scarefest. Because at Scarefest, now we will have a lot of these type of vendors, but they're going to be scattered about the floor. With the Inner Light Festival, you've got all this in a concentrated area, so you don't have to wander around and if you're not into horror or whatever, this is metaphysical and holistic and paranormal. There's going to be a lot of great vendors. And of course, innerlightfestival.com, innerlightfestival.com is where to go to find out more information. Well, what did that do? Anyway, I think I just closed one of my news articles, which is a wonderful thing. Now, sad thing. This week, and it's been on several websites. The particular website I'm looking at is screengeek.net. But the new Pet Sematary movie, Pet Sematary remake, Leo the cat, I guess he played Church, was the name of the cat in the movie, has passed away. Now he was one of several. My understanding is he played most of the scenes with the undead, the reanimated Church, and now the reason this is important is just a week or two ago we lost Grumpy Cat, and these things always come in threes. So I don't know another damn cat. But somewhere out there is another famous guy. Garfield. I would be watching it. I would be watching Garfield, and that's the only other famous cat that I know. So, seriously, this is somebody's pet, and we do wish them the best. But that. And the other thing is the irony of playing a dead cat, and maybe they should look into whether or not the movie was based on fact or not. Just saying. Let's go ahead and do our next commercial break. We're doing Scarefest Radio tonight, featuring the Inner Light Festival.
Coyote Chris Sutton.
Shamanism.
Spiritual advisement.
Paranormal investigations.
Inspirational presentations.
Bringing light to the darkest places for over 20 years. Go to coyotechris.com to learn more. And welcome back to Scarefest Radio. I do want to remind everybody, another sponsor that we have not done the commercial for because they have a YouTube channel. I actually was on their website and they said, and I told them we'd send me a video, and they have a YouTube channel. I haven't looked at it yet. But anyway, Akashic Awareness. Akashic Awareness is a metaphysical healing and learning center unlike any other in Kentucky. Elizabethtown, Kentucky, you'll find a large selection of crystals, gems, and minerals. The name Akashic Awareness comes from Mark's love for the Akashic Records. Now, the neat thing, I clicked the About link tonight and was just trying to shake it up. Now, Mark and Shelley, if you haven't seen the interviews, they're both retired from the military. And upon retirement, Shelley went back to work as a midwife, and Mark worked on his PhD in metaphysical sciences. Neither would have dreamed of the opportunity like bringing the energy of Akashic Awareness to Kentucky, Indiana. That's Kentucky, Indiana. Now, here's what I loved, and Mark and I laughed about this on the air one night. Akashic awareness is a place void of judgment. Leave it at the door, or better yet, don't bring it in. Everyone is welcome. All belief systems are welcome. It's all about finding self, because your truth does not equate to another's truth. And that's actually very, very true. But two great people, Elizabethtown, Kentucky. They will be, of course, at the Inner Light Festival this weekend. But AkashicAwareness.com. Check them out. And Mark will be back on Body and Spirit very soon. I got to get back to schedule. I knew that we had this coming up. I tried to get out of even doing a show tonight. Then they came up with celebrity announcements. So I said, well, we better do something. Because, yes, the ticket is the next thing. Now, if you want to win a free ticket, on the post where I put contest here, the first person that I see post, give me that ticket. Just type in, give me that ticket. That's all you have to do. But it's on the Scarefest page. And this is a ticket to Inner Light. I think that's what my producer is trying to tell me. Not a ticket to Scarefest. A ticket to Inner Light this weekend. But if you will post on the banner on the Scarefest page, that says contest here underneath of it. The Scarefest posted it. It's a blurb about tonight's show. Horror news, that's the banner. And contest here. So if anybody by the end of the show post on that, I will give you a ticket. I've got my phone here. I'll be able to see if you post it. And let's see, that's more about UFOs. Now here's a little paranormal thing for you. From Time Magazine of all places. Let's see, this is in a Massachusetts Market Basket grocery store. An employee, at least, I'm assuming, surely if they went to all the trouble to write a story, it's more than one person, but an employee claimed to have spotted a Victorian-era specter haunting the frozen food aisle. The employee, who actually let her name be known, who works in the store's bakery department, posted about it, the ghost sighting, at a local, she did it in a private Facebook group. Well, that went all to hell. It just went out on the internet even bigger than Time Magazine. But yeah, Market Basket. But now the management at Market Basket claims that they are in fact not haunted. So we need a little. If any of our Massachusetts fans want to tell me if they've actually ever seen a ghost there, but they played it up. As far as we know, all of our stores are in fact ghost free, a spokesman for the company said. But if there's anything to it, she's probably attracted to our Victorian era prices. Little good marketing there. Yeah, if you're gonna do it, do it. Let's see if anybody's won the ticket. Nope. Somebody who's listening is going to the Inner Light Festival this weekend. All you have to do is go on the Scarefest Facebook page. It should be the banner for the show that's closest to the top of the page. That's why I picked this particular one. I have posted via the Scarefest contest here. And I'm just waiting for someone to win my 3-day pass. 1,000 Petals essential oils. They have one of the vendors will have essential oils. This is actually what I'm interested in. I need to check these people out. Epic Conscious Living Magazine, Bluegrass Edition. Apparently, meet the folks behind this new magazine for the Bluegrass area for spirituality, health, and sustainability. I'm going to look into that because that would be someone I would love to spotlight on Scarefest Radio, Body and Spirit. But the vendors are just off the hook. They've got a big list on their website. I don't even think, well, I don't know. Maybe, I'll put it this way. They posted a whole lot on Facebook, and it looks like a bigger list than they had on the website. So that's why I'm not going to even try, because then if I just miss one, then I feel like I've really done a terrible, terrible thing. This way, I've missed most of them. And our and incidentally, I'm going to be ending the show early tonight because this was what we had to do. But the Inner Light Festival, we're talking about it. They are a sponsor of the show, so I wanted to give them basically a big long commercial tonight. But you can meet the Tennessee Wraith Chasers this weekend. They do have vendors, they have seminars, and it's at the Holiday Inn East in Louisville, Kentucky. You can get your tickets online. I'm sure they will be available at the door. And that's really all I had to go over tonight. Our celebrity announcement, if you missed it, Skeet Ulrich will be coming back to the Scarefest, and Gerard McMahon, G. Tom Mack, will be appearing this year. We have a lot more. This is another. They sent me a list of celebrity announcements last week that they were waiting on the signatures. These two people were not on that list. There is no way I can keep up with this crap. But we had 2 tonight. We've got a bunch more celebrity announcements. We're 3 months out, people. The celebrities are going to start hitting the web. You're going to start seeing names pop up. You're going to start seeing some pretty banners now as soon as we get the approved graphics from the agent. But wanted to give that to you, so it's like the viewers tonight got a scoop, because I'm not even sure without the graphics. Whether, I guess they'll post it on Facebook. Who knows? And I still don't see a winner for my ticket. I'll keep watching, but I do have a ticket to give away tonight. And so even after I close the show, the first person that I see post on that, I will get your email address, and actually, I guess I'll just leave your name at the door, because we're too close to the event to even try to actually issue a ticket. And I think that was what I had to talk about tonight. I'm sorry if the show wasn't as much fun as usual, but I didn't want to bring in a co-host for what little bit that I had prepped, but we did want to really give Inner Light a big boost tonight, because they are friends of the show. They are sponsored by Mama Ruby's, and it's going to be a big event. Come and see us next weekend. This weekend, come see me. I'll be at the Scarefest booth. And next week, I actually do have a guest scheduled. Claire Heaney will be coming on to talk with me and Jason Boyd and myself, in correct English. We will be talking about the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone will be our topic of discussion. She's doing a seminar at Scarefest. She's going to give us a little bit of a preview. And Jason Boyd, will be welcoming him. I want to say back to the world of the living. I actually was scared that every time I go to reach out to him, he has another medical emergency. And today I was asking him about that, and he took like 2 hours. I said, "Oh God, he's died." But no, Jason's good. He'll be here next week, and talking with Claire Heaney about the Twilight Zone. Let me check my phone one more time to see if we've got. We still do not have a winner. So I'm going to watch this for a few more minutes. But if you want a 3-day pass on the Facebook, just speak. I cannot read your writing. 2-day. Oh, it's a 2-day pass. I'm sorry. Did I say 3-day? You get it free today, too. I mean, it's a hotel. You can walk through the lobby. 2-day pass. I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying 3-day pass. But yeah, it is a 2-day pass. It's good tomorrow and Sunday. You can enjoy it. Louisville, Kentucky, the Inner Light Festival. Everybody, we're going to go ahead and call it an evening. Thanks so much for watching.